Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. I feel like a lawyer. I feel like She-Hulk, attorney at law, because I'm defending Bayern Munich no matter what we do. If we win, right, I got to defend Bayern and the league not being a farmers league. I got to defend the players. If we lose, I got to defend the league not being a farmers league and Bayern not being a crap team. Well, we drew, so now I'm doing the same thing. I got to defend the league and I got to defend Bayern. I'm always defending Bayern. You know, you can't even call me a glory hunter because I'm just sitting here, not even enjoying my glory with the team I support. I'm just defending it every time. Oh, Bayern, win the Bundesliga. Oh, no, it's a farmers league. It's so weird, man. It's so boring. It's getting tiresome. But here's another show for you. I didn't do the match reaction yesterday, but I was able to do the match watch along. I was really tired, but it wasn't even that. There was just so much going on. I couldn't do it. But this is going to act like the match reaction for the game yesterday, but also a topical show about whether Bayern will struggle this season because there are a lot of people thinking we suck, which is so bizarre, right? I don't know what people expect from the Bundesliga every year. They expect Bayern to win 6-0, 5-0, or nothing else. We can't have a draw for some reason. I don't know why people don't understand that the Bundesliga is just like any other league. Bayern are going to struggle against certain teams. We will miss chances in some games. We will be stifled in some games because football is unpredictable. When you start a season and you look at the transfer market and you go, oh, this team's going to win, without actually understanding the context of how they win, you're just stupid. Yeah, we'll probably end up winning the Bundesliga again, but it's just foolish to just assume, yeah, the season's going to be perfect. Bayern are going to go winning every game, and we're not even going to draw or lose. We're going to lose games. I'm just going to remind you of that. And then I'm seeing comments like, we suck. Like, actual Bayern fans saying we suck. Like, bro, I get it, right? We didn't perform to the highest level. If Sane scores that 1v1, it's a different story. But then again, the goalkeeper did really well to get in a great position to kick that with his leg. I get it. It's the, what ifs in football. But bro, you're never going to get anywhere saying, what if we did this? What if we did that? The truth is, we're the best team in the world. Like, we play the most attractive football. Our front four is crazy. We did change our formation yesterday. We went to a 4-2-3-1. Musiala was playing in behind Mane. Yeah, there's some good news, by the way. Matisse Tel's back in training, so I hope to see him on Tuesday or Wednesday for the Inter Milan game. Are we playing Inter at home? I would hope so. Nah, man. I don't want an away game. Oh, it's away from home. It's on a Wednesday. I'm sure he'll be back by then. The reason I'm talking about Tel is because, I don't know, he could be an outlet for us. I don't know. He can be like our little pace merchant that we put in at the 80th minute, and teams are just scared of him. He's great in 1v1s. So I'm glad he's coming back. He had a little injury. It sucks when you perform so well in a DFB Pokal game, yeah, against the third division team, yes. But it sucks to get injured because you could have played the next game for maybe 30 minutes, right? Anyways, besides the point, we are not going to struggle this season as much. I think Julian Nagelsmann has done a very good job. Okay, think about this. The goal Union Berlin scored, I don't care how you look at it, those are inevitabilities in football. There are certain things that will just happen and you can't control them. You might try your best to stop and prevent those things from taking place, but there's things that happen that are out of your control. Just accept that. That free kick, Upamecano went in, tried to tackle. It was a free kick in a dead position. No one really thought, it would be whipped in. No one saw a goal coming. And then Becker and Trimmel link up, and Trimmel's ball is too good, and Becker's finish is spectacular. We wish Mane could have, been there in front of his guy, but it happens, right? We come back 3 minutes after, and then the whole game is us trying to break this outfit down. We create some chances, one or two, where we could have scored, and it just doesn't happen. One of the big reasons we couldn't score or create chances is because our passing in the final third, there was a breakdown in negotiations. Here's what I think happened. Nagelsmann told his players, rightfully so, that Union is going to be a really compact team when we get the ball in the final third. So when we get the ball in the final third, let's move it quickly. So what you saw yesterday was the players would take one touch and look for the killer pass. And I think what Nagelsmann should have said was just go out there and play, right? Nagelsmann clearly, rightfully said something very important, that this team is compact. They're going to try to hound you every time you take a touch. And if you dwell on the ball too long, they're going to reorganize and get back in shape. I think that's what the coach said. So the players were hurried. Musiala wasn't fully in rhythm. And without Thomas Müller, who's usually the perfect player for that, just moving the ball like that, boom, 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 boom. I think the point was to rest Müller for the game against Inter because that's far more important. Bayern clearly care more about the Champions League than the Bundesliga, to be completely honest. But a game like that, that's where I think Gravenberch would have been great from the start. As much as Kimmich and Goretzka had a good performance, I think you could have had a midfield three there. You could have had Gravenberch be an advanced midfielder with his dribbling and his ball retention skills higher up the field. I think he could have been really good at, coupled in with his physicality. Not saying that that's the only solution, but he could have really given us that extra edge where he can take players on and see the game from a different perspective and pick out the runners. So that's where I think we do have to be more flexible, right? I think our flexibility and our pace and attack can be a downfall sometimes. We are going to get a lot of offside calls because it just looks like Mane can't understand the game of football and how to stay on side. And that's unfortunate, right? But with all that being said, we will struggle against some teams. I think against Inter, it's not going to be a blowout. I think we win that game. Inter lost their game versus AC Milan. They're not going to be feeling fully confident. I'm just predicting. They could come out, guns blazing and everything. But their form in Serie A, 2 losses in the last 5 games. So they might be there to just attack them. And we could potentially trigger them into making a lot of mistakes. And that's Inter Milan, right? They don't have their big guy, Lukaku. I wish they had him because his first touch is stinky. But we'll see. There's a preview coming for the Inter game. It's a Champions League game. Of course, I'm going to do a preview. I think tomorrow or Tuesday. Tuesday's probably better. No, but we'll have other games going on. And I don't want to, be watching other UCL games and then make a preview for Bayern when I should be watching other games. I'm planning on doing a watch along for the Leipzig game versus Shakhtar Donetsk, but Leipzig suck. So I'm gonna see if Frankfurt's available. I'm gonna be honest. I'd rather watch Eintracht Frankfurt in the Champions League. Sporting. So they're playing Sporting on Wednesday. Yeah, dude, that Frankfurt Leipzig game was crazy. Oh my gosh, I forgot I had a live chat. I forgot I had a live chat. Sometimes I just get going and I forget to check the chat. Our lineup is wrong. Gnabry, Lucas, Goretzka, Müller, and Nuss should have played. That's a good point. I think, look, I don't think the lineup is wrong. I think the team we played against, guys, let's credit Union Berlin here. These guys are on the same amount of points as us, 11 points. They did well, right? They have won 3 games. We've won 3. Their goal differential is really good. They are only second to us when it comes to how good their defense is. They're scoring goals, and they haven't lost once this season. 3 out of the 18 teams in the Bundesliga, that includes Bayern, haven't lost this season. And Cologne, for some reason, they're drawing a lot of games. So we have to give credit to the opposition we faced. But two draws in a row, people are going to look at that. They're not going to look at the context. Against Gladbach, I think that was probably one of our best performances in the last few months. Gladbach, and we drew to them. Dude, how many chances did we create? How many saves did Jan Sommer make? He made 2 double saves from Mane. He made like 20 saves in one game. That's a record. So I don't want anyone telling me the Gladbach game, we're struggling. The Union game, I understand. I told you in the preview. I don't know why people thought we were going to run them over. But I told you, Union is going to be a tough test because they are every year. You have to respect them. They got promoted a couple seasons ago. They decided we're not going to try to buy one good player and then surround them with average bums. We're going to try to get average players, above average, and get two standout players, Becker and I think they had Awoyoni. Was that them? Yeah, Tanguy Iwoyoni, bro. Oh my gosh. Bro, that's a crazy name. Yeah, so they would have these players. Is that his name? I don't know. They moved him. I know he moved to Forest, but I don't know if he was at Union Berlin. He was at Union Berlin, right? So they lost their main man, right? Oh, his name was Taiwo Iowani. I thought it was Tanguy. Bro, I'm an idiot, man. Here I was thinking that's his name. I was like fully convinced that's his name. So they'll always have that in their games. So I'm not like angry that we lost to this team because they're a monster team, right? They know how to play in the Bundesliga. They kind of remind me of what Wolves were a couple seasons ago. Just really good defensively, great shape, and consistent, right? They'll consistently play well against big teams, and they'll struggle against teams they should beat. That's why Union won't get far. And I think we could have Union Berlin could be the capital team in Germany because every top 5 team or league has a capital city, right? England has London, the 3 clubs. Italy has, what's the capital of Italy? Is it Florence? Bro, come on, man. Is it Milan? I don't know. Is it? Italy capital. Bro, how do I not know this? It's Rome. I'm an idiot, man. It's Rome. AS Roma. So Italy has Rome. Paris has, France has Paris, PSG. And except Germany. Germany has Hertha Berlin and Union Berlin. And neither of them compete in the Bundesliga. So imagine if Union was that team. We've been thinking it was Hertha this whole time. But Union seemed to be the more savvy team of the two. And if they're getting results like that against the big teams, they'll build an image for themselves of being that team no one's trying to play. And I think they could really do some good for themselves. So I'm intrigued to see where a team like Union end up going to. Yeah. See, look, this is the type of message I get. Bayern is falling apart. It's so weird, man. Like, we're falling apart until we play you. That's what it is. Why do Bayern always struggle against Gladbach? Well, football is psychology, right? When you know you're not winning against this team, like you can win against any other team. Oh, NDL, baby. The return of ringside. Yes. Nico, man. He was at the KSI fight. All right, that's besides the point. I just saw a tweet. I always get distracted. I always get distracted. So what was I trying to say? I was trying to say the reason we struggle against a team like Mönchengladbach is the psychology. The players know this is a team we historically struggle against and have been for the last, they used to be our rivals. And then Dortmund kind of took over. In the 90s, it was 90s and 80s, it was Mönchengladbach. They have a history. The thing now is Bayern look at them like the little brother that used to compete against us. Now we're just Claire, as football Twitter would put it. We're Claire of you. So I think it's the psychology, and it's also their style of play and the types of players they have. Pacey forwards. We struggle against big, tall, pacey forwards. That's why Haaland would always score against us, even if Dortmund didn't win, right? We could pocket Haaland and he'd just get one chance to run through and he'd score. Well, not so much these days, right? Even the Frankfurt game, you had Kolo Muani, who is looking like the signing of the season. Look, did you see that performance against Leipzig and against Schalke? Or not Schalke, Werder Bremen? Bro, Kolo Muani, man, I think he's up there in the Bundesliga top scorers now. He has like 3 assists and 3 goals in like 4 games. That's crazy. So when you have a pacey forward like that, we will struggle. And then couple that with a great defense. We used to struggle against Leipzig. And now we're starting to beat them more often, mainly because we got the manager that knows exactly how to play them, right? Nagelsmann, their former manager. So I don't know. That's why we struggled. De Ligt exposed. De Ligt played well yesterday. He played his life out. And that's why a lot of fans are saying, what the hell is wrong with you? I mean, so Twitter's funny, right? Upamecano played well for 90 minutes, 89 minutes, makes one mistake. The whole world sees it. Bozo, clown, Maguire, French Maguire. And it's like, this is why your team will lose to Bayern, because you're not aware of the threat. So you get complacent, and then Upamecano puts out a monster class against you. And then you're like, what? He's that good? I didn't know about this. And then you're like, oh, he used to be trash. He improved. He's not trash. Like, he just made a mistake. Which, by the way, Neuer, that was a great save. Still can't believe Neuer did that. But Upamecano needs to iron that out of his game, man. He can't keep playing well for a large portion of the game and then make one mistake. And it's not like he's doing that every game. He does it in specific games, in the most random ways ever. He'll pocket Messi, and then he'll make a mistake against some dude from Eastern Europe that no one's ever heard of. That's Upamecano. It's such a weird thing that he does. So we really need to iron that out of his game. We really have to. Now, George, do you think after Mane's 3 seasons at the club, Tau will start playing immediately? Well, wait, Mane has a 3-year contract? I thought it was a 5-year contract. 3-year contract. That's pretty smart. Man's old. We don't actually know how he'll manage. So Mane does have a 3-year contract. I did not know that. That's interesting. Here's the thing. Tau will play if he. See, this is what I'm saying. Upamecano is great. I'm getting triggered, man. I'm getting triggered. Do you think? Yeah. So I think Tau will play if he just keeps performing in training and keeps the mentality. I don't think there's a designated. If Mane does that. If Tau is playing better than Mane, he'll play over Mane. Well, no, Mane's making 10 times more than him. All right, maybe not. If Tau keeps proving himself in training, he'll get more play time. And by the way, it's not like Tau and Mane haven't played together on the same team sheet, right? So they're probably going to play alongside each other more often than not. Mane offsides way too much. I don't know, man. That guy needs a brain. I expect Bayern to buy a world-class striker and sell Tau in the coming years. Well, so apparently, according to some really trusted sources from Bild, Bayern Munich told Harry Kane to wait to renew his contract at Spurs, which, by the way, is in Kane's best interest to do so. Kane shouldn't be signing a new contract just yet. Why would you do that? As a player, it's in your hands. Yeah, you'll make more money, but if Spurs don't win no trophies and you're going into another season with them and you sign a new contract with them, bro, it's going to be stupid. So, yeah, Bayern told Kane to wait. Wait, see if he'll sign wait to sign the new contract. And, we're going to see how the season goes without a striker. And then if we need one, we'll probably go ahead and target Harry Kane. Oh, Freiburg's top of the league right now. That's crazy. Bro, there's 1 point separating, or 2 points separating first and fifth, and 3 points separating seventh and first. That's pretty good. Imagine if we kept that up all season. That would be good. I would enjoy that. I'm tired of Upamecano playing like Maguire. But, bro, you're saying it like, my man, every touch he makes, he's making a mistake. I don't understand this. Like, Upamecano had a great start to the season. He has not had, I think he had maybe 2 Bozo moments so far. Yes, some of them are very costly. But it's so weird to say he's playing like Maguire when the man played well for 8 out of 10 games. Yeah, it's not even like 2 games he's trash. Those 2 games, he makes one mistake in those 2 games. like one mistake per game. But the rest of the game he played well. I think it's just unfair to keep doing that, constantly like going at Upamecano. I don't know. It's unusual. I think he shouldn't be the focus of this, right? Why is Upamecano the talk? Why? Why are we talking about Upamecano? Let's talk about the fact that game yesterday wasn't any individual player's fault. Like Upa didn't make a mistake that led to the goal. Yeah, he committed a foul, but it was one of those fouls where it's like, in any other context, it's a tactical foul, right? We didn't expect Trimmel to put in a pinpoint accurate ball and then for Becker to produce one of the best finishes on match day 4 or match day 5. We didn't expect that. So let's stop acting like, oh, we knew exactly what was going to happen. And like, bro, it's a game. Union Berlin are a tough team. We'll probably draw to them again next year when we play them. It's just going to happen. They are a very hard team to beat. We beat them last season, but I don't think I think it was once. I think we might have drawn again. Bro, they are a freaking tough team to play. Quit acting like we played Barcelona and we didn't take the... Bro, why are people acting like Bayern's in some crazy decline? It's the same people that are going to come in these comments and be like, it's weird, man. Bundesliga is a farmers league. No competition. Bayern draw. Bayern sucks. No, it means the teams in our league keep us honest. Just maybe not often enough, right? Maybe when we lose, Dortmund loses as well. That's football. Why do people act like drawing a game is the worst thing ever? Why do people act like Bayern can never lose? What, you want us to win every Bundesliga game? We're never going to win every game. I said it in my preview. People were saying, oh, it's going to be 3-1, 4-2. I'm like, bro, do y'all remember this is Union Berlin? This is going to be a tough test. And people were like, no, Union, Bayern should win every game. No, I know this team. I know we will struggle in the Bundesliga against low block teams that are good. Like there's teams that play low blocks, but they'll probably still concede 5 because they're not good at doing it. It is a talent to defend for 90 minutes straight and still have enough creativity in your team to go score some goals. You have to respect what Atletico Madrid can do because they can defend for 90 minutes, but they have the quality to attack you at once in those 90 minutes and score. Union Berlin are almost the same. Freiburg are similar. They will defend and then they will attack you once and be clinical. That's why teams like that start well, because attackers aren't in their full rhythm beginning of the season, and it's like you're guessing how each team is going to play, especially with the transfer window. But a few months from now, that's where we're going to start taking over, scoring 7, 6, 5 consistently, right? We'll draw some games in the next few months, especially with the congested schedule. So relax, people. It's not that deep. It happens in football. Let's talk about Arsenal getting cooked by Man United. I didn't watch the game. I just looked at the goals. Anthony, my boy, scoring 1 goal. Yeah, got his move to Ajax. I just hope United don't ruin him because we don't need more Brazilian talents getting ruined. We need the next Ronaldinho, man. Football needs R9 again. We need some new Brazilian sauce. I'm tired of these Luis Diaz's, these fake South Americans. I'm tired of them. I need some real ballers. All right. We need the next Neymar to be signed up to play for Bayern or something, right? Anthony was linked to us. It would have been like 50 million. See, that's the thing with United. They have ruined themselves because every time they pay whatever the club demands or a club demands. Mane had a long chat before today's training. I don't know. All right. This dude signed autographs for 105 minutes today. Wow. That is crazy, man. Wow, man. Hey, you got to love Mane, dude. You got to appreciate Mane. Hey, the guy's really wholesome, man. He took that long. That's awesome, dude. How can I donate money to you with PayPal? Well, there's super chats here on YouTube. I don't have a way to for you be free for you to donate to me using PayPal. It's not something I have. But hey, I appreciate the offer. Um, did anyone else see that Haaland said about us going for him and disrespecting Levy? I don't know. What did Haaland say? I don't know what Haaland said. They play so slow in their stylus possession and they can't outpossess us. We'll beat them. Barcelona? Well, look, I think we're a better team than Barcelona. Like, I don't care. A few results don't change that, right? And I'm not saying Barcelona have a good team. Xavi has a lot of pressure on him. He has to deliver. He has to be second in this group. And Bayern ain't going to be second. Well, we're not going to be second. We're not going to be third. We're going to be first, right? That's our ambition. We need to win this group. Barcelona know for a fact they have to play a certain way. And they have to win. So, Faye Sensei actually finally said he got robbed. Finally, dude. He won that fight. I'll be talking about something serious and just have like something pop up and just start talking about it. Mane's a great player, but sometimes his finishing and offside awareness is not on point. That was always the thing with Mane, right? If Mane was like a car, he'd be like a beginner supercar, like a Lambo, like a Huracan or something. Well, I say beginner, but there's like tiers of supercars, like luxury, right? Mane would be a Lambo or a Porsche, like 100K to 200K, 250K. That's what Mane is. Someone like Ribery is a freaking Ferrari, not Ferrari. He's like a Rolls Royce, but like the best kind, the one you buy for 500 grand. Like he's just special. Messi would be a Bugatti. You know what I mean? Like Messi's just top tier, right? That's the difference. I think that when you understand that, you'll see Mane is world class. He is a supercar, but he's not the final form supercar. So he's a fast guy. He can attack, but he's not fully there. So Barca beat Sevilla, a team which was beaten by the likes of Osasuna this season. I'm still not worried about Barca, but about Inter. Yeah, I don't understand why people are completely like looking at Barca like they're this special team. They have a lot of weaknesses. I think our midfield can overwhelm them. I think Kimmich, Goretzka, Gravenberch can overwhelm them. You have a lot of unsettled players. Their out of the field problems will eventually catch up, and they will. I don't know, man. I don't know. How are you? I'm doing good. Benjamin, I'm doing good. What did Haaland say? Or watch Spence versus Crawford. If they ever decide to fight, I don't know why we're talking about fighting. Haaland, a one-leg player, so easy to mark. I can't remember when Haaland went against Bayern. Well, actually, that's just disingenuous. I mean, look, I do believe Haaland isn't the most technical striker you could have gotten, but he's better than Darwin Noodles. So he has a better first touch than Lukaku, right? He's better, but that doesn't mean he's complete. Haaland is a finisher. That's what he is. He's a pure goal scorer. Everything about him is about goals. I think he can improve his heading, his link-up play, right? The obvious things. But when it comes to finishing, he's great. And when he did play against Bayern with Dortmund, he would score. Like, my man would score a goal here, 2 goals there. But Bayern just won because we were better. And Dortmund just didn't have the mentality to cope with, the high press that Bayern would employ or deploy, and we would win. So I think we have to understand why Haaland didn't win against Bayern. He didn't suck. But here's the thing. I hear, oh, Bundesliga tax, right? If you don't know what that is, it's basically where these Prem fans say, oh, if a player comes from Bundesliga and they flop, it's the Bundesliga tax. If they perform in the Bundesliga, that doesn't mean anything. And it's crazy, man. It's just so weird, dude. I don't know why they say that, because you look at a club like Man City, whose entire first 11 must have played in the Bundesliga at least once in their life, and they're bowling. Liverpool, Firmino, a lot of players, Thiago, Joe Matip, frick me. So many Liverpool players played in the Bundesliga. But it's only the crap clubs that change managers every 2 seasons where you have Bundesliga flops. We all told you Timo Werner sucked. There was a section of Bayern fans that didn't want Kai Havertz because they thought he was a second half of the season merchant, which means it took him a while to get into the rhythm of things, right? But even then, Kai has done okay at Chelsea. They don't want to sell him. They're not like trying to sell him for peanuts like they did with Timo Werner. But we all told you Werner sucked. Werner was twerking for Bayern for months, years. And Bayern were like, we never had any communication with you. We didn't want you, right? You went to Chelsea thinking, oh, I'm the guy. We all knew you couldn't be a complete footballer. We knew you miss easy chances, right? So it's almost as if bad teams buying okay players from Bundesliga teams is never going to end well. But good teams like Man City buying good players like Haaland, De Bruyne, and Spurs with Son means those players will perform. Like they will be in a good environment to perform. It has nothing to do with the Bundesliga and everything to do with the system those players are coming into and the environment they play at. Jadon Sancho is ripping the Premier League apart. He never played in it before Dortmund, or at least maybe he had a minute off from the bench. But look at him now, right? Everyone thought Sancho would suck. Christian Pulisic. All these Chelsea fans are acting like Pulisic was some world-class player at Dortmund. You dumb bastard. He was on the bench. He was cover for Sancho at Dortmund. But if you watched, you would know that. You wouldn't think Pulisic was this Bundesliga world beater. I don't even remember Pulisic getting more than double digits in the league in terms of goals. So what were you expecting when you signed him? And his injury history sucked. And then they don't even talk about the other Premier League players like Reece Nelson that would come into the Bundesliga and do nothing. Nothing, nada. And then go back to the Premier League and do nothing. They don't talk about those players. They only talk about the players that end up at Dortmund, Leipzig, and do well. Ademola Lookman could never get a minute at Leipzig. He couldn't get games. He ends up at Leicester City, and he gets 5 goals, 7 assists or something in like 20 games. Couldn't do that at Leipzig, right? It's so dumb. They say Bundesliga, oh, there's a tax. What about the Premier League players that leave the league and go to Serie A and do nothing? Or even La Liga and do nothing? Or even they don't talk about that. They only talk about the trash player they bought or the okay player they bought and put them in a trash team and expected them to do some crazy things, right? Did you expect Timo Werner to do well at Chelsea when he had an entire team at Leipzig built around him and he still missed hella chances? Did you expect him to? No, come on, man. It's weird. It's weird. Weird people. I heard Dortmund is going after Ghana's ISO. Oh my gosh, man. Trying to bait me, but I'm a genius. I read things in my head before I say them out loud. But ladies and gentlemen, obviously, like I said, Bayern aren't struggling. We're a team that no one wants to play. No one wanted us, right? Predicted lineups. Inter Milan will have Dzeko and Lautaro Martinez, Barella, Kalhanogli, Brozovic in midfield, Darmian and Dumfries, and their back line is going to be Skriniar, De Vrij, and Bastoni. For us, our predicted 11, Kingsley Coman, Muller, Mane, Gnabry. I don't think Gnabry should be starting any game anytime soon after that performance. It should be Sané for sure. And Coman on the other side, and Mane and Muller. I don't know why the hell we would start Gnabry over Sané unless Sané's injured. De Ligt and Hernandez. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Look, I got to defend. I'm an attorney, right? I got to defend Bayern when we win because we're not a farmers league. I got to defend us when we lose or draw because then people say we suck. Like, pick one. Either the Bundesliga is pushing Bayern, right? We can draw games and lose in this league, or it's a farmers league forever. And whatever happens, it's still a farmers league. If Bayern loses, it's still a farmers league, which it defeats your argument because your whole argument is that every game is easy for Bayern. That's your argument. That's their argument every time. We just start games and we should win. It's like, okay, what happens when we lose? You suck. Wait, is Bayern good or is the league bad? Pick one. Because we can't just be too good for the league and win every time. But then when we lose, we're also trash. And the league is still bad. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Pick an argument and stick with it. Because when you're doing these these freaking football Twitter hooligans argue like females, man. I feel. Have you ever heard women argue? It's always I feel. It's never I know. It's always I feel. They don't watch, right? They bring up some game from 10 years ago. You know, there's still some Premier League fans that think Bayern buys players from Dortmund. Like, we don't have a single ex-Dortmund player in our starting 11 anymore. Lewandowski left. Dortmund has more ex-Bayern players in their team than Bayern do. But we buy players from Dortmund. There's some Premier League fan that thinks Bayern went to the league and bought everyone this transfer window. And you look at our transfers, not a single player from any other Bundesliga team. They're so weirdly deluded in their thoughts. They can't rationalize how we bought a player from Liverpool, Juventus, two from Ajax, and one from Rennes. They don't think about that. It's so, man, y'all need Jesus. Man, you need Jesus. All right. Barca coming for you. All right, whatever. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Me,